ready. Let's go. We live now, y'all. Let's go, man. Welcome to tonight, y'all. Black and Talkative.
CTV.
Let's go. Come on, y'all. Get up in there with us tonight. Come on, man. Drop them checks. Drop them likes and subscribe. Come on and get up in there with us tonight, y'all. Let's
No
go.
money, no conversation, not talk paper. Y'all niggas hating. On the grind, this shit amazing. Celebration, real niggas made it. Gucci suits, bossed up. Fuck boy, don't cross us. Power circle, money team, don't give a fuck who don't like us. Anything I get official. Bitch, I'm shooting up like a missile. You try jack for that issue. Fuck boy, I won't miss you. I keep it G with this street shit. So rock is out, my niggas still. Hold it down for them tree niggas. Hard beat of that nigga bill. You broke, got fun. You ain't getting no money. We on, we live. Young niggas get money. Tell them niggas get money. Tell them niggas get money. You broke, we on. Young niggas get money.
Let's go, let's go. We here, y'all. We here. Let's go.
You ain't getting no money. We out, we live. Young niggas get money. Tell niggas get money.
Get money.
Tell niggas get money.
Get money.
You broke, we out.
Be live, man.
Come on, let's get them checks in the crowd, y'all. Let's go, y'all.
You ain't getting no money. First off, I been getting to the money. Jack who, I ain't tripping on nothing. Just hit me a lick, finna turn it into something. Okay, young, they trip. Hold on, let me get them. All this money they tripping, might have one to go get us, go get them. But I'm a killer, so I might go with them. Hell nah, I ain't stunning. 4 bands on me, wanna see who ride. Come and put your hands on me. X so high, come and put the fan on me. I'm live.
About to get started, y'all. Let's go. We about to get started, y'all. Let's go. Throw them checks in the crowd. We about to get started, y'all. Let's go.
You broke.
Come on, drop them likes and subscribe for us, y'all. Let's go. We about to get started, y'all. Let's go. About to get started, y'all. Let's go, y'all. I'm about to welcome my people to the stage, and y'all, let's go. What's going on with y'all tonight, man? What's going on with y'all beautiful people tonight? How y'all feeling?
It's good with you. It's good with you, man.
All right, yo, Watts, I see you out there, Watts. Whoever out there with us too, man, drop another like out there, man. Drop some checks in the crowd, some hearts, some cartwheels, anything you want to drop it in the chat.
I've been cooking all day, bro. I was hoping to be a little nap in, but that ain't worked out.
I ain't even gonna lie. I went to Publix and got me one of those chicken cutlets, them hot honey chicken cutlets. Had to fuck it up real quick. I ain't even have time to make nothing, man. Word. How y'all feeling, Chris? Nails, how y'all feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm chilling.
I'm doing good. I've been doing my little projects around the house. I took the kids out for a little bit today, so it was a good day. It's productive.
Got you. All right, we're gonna get into something tonight. We're gonna get into something good tonight. Might be a little controversial, a little polarizing, but we're gonna get into something good tonight, y'all. And then we're gonna show all love and respect. Like I tell people up here all the time, when you come up on Black and Talkative, man, we do it with love. It don't matter how it might be delivered, but it's coming with love. Definitely. So I'm about to kick it off right now. We're going to kick it off with the true or false like we always do. The first one is, I know it's a little controversial when people might hear it, but this is the first one right here. True or false? F the police. I'm going to say false.
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 True.
Uh-oh. Oh, you got one true. Okay, we got one true out there. We got to explain to my man. All right, we're going to move on to the next one. True or false? To be a good friend, you have to risk losing a good friend. True.
True.
Yeah, true.
Everybody got true. Okay. And the third one is true or false. I respect all women the same. False.
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 I would say false.
Got you. All right. So we're gonna start with the first one. We'll start with the first one. True or false? I said F the police. We had 3 false and 1 true. So I want to go to my man that said true. Go ahead, Jay, kick it off. Why would you say
so? Y'all just go beat me down with a 3-piece. Y'all gonna beat me down with a 3-piece.
It's okay, brother. It's okay, brother. We all
I
got
had to stand on lines the other episode, man. So Yeah, we all it all happens to the best of us.
Nah, so pretty much most of these conversations that we have, it be nuanced, but you know what I'm saying. Y'all know how I go. The reason why I say F the police is because before these colonizers came over here, we didn't have prisons. You know what I'm saying? That was like that came later. You know what I'm saying? And the presence of these police was the reason why you had them organizations like the Panthers start feeling like they needed to, you feel me, unite themselves against the tyranny because we already know the criminal justice system is not in our favor. You know, um, I feel like if we could, if we could put that police system away and use all those taxpayers' dollars to something that's beneficial to the public, I think that'd be better because the only reason why crime is going on is because people are impoverished. You feel me? So if you could use those taxpayer dollars to do some type of government program, some type of assistance, people won't feel like they need to do what they're doing and committing these crimes because you know what I'm saying. They can put food on the table because we know that's the main driving force of why people doing what they're doing. Not saying that's the only driving force, but that's the main driving force. They're trying to put food on the table. You feel me? But I feel like a lot of these cops, you know what I'm saying, they swear an oath to uphold the Constitution. That's they number one oath that they swear, but they don't do that. You
Mm-hmm.
know, they'll violate you night and day. You know what I'm saying? And they don't care, and they not hold to a standard. They not held to a standard that they should be held to. You know, they don't really care if they breaking the law. Even if you quote the law to them, you ask for their badge number, you ask for a superior, you ask for a supervisor. You know what I'm saying? They'll infringe on your rights, on your constitutional rights, but they swore oath to. You know what I'm saying? So the reason why I feel that way is because a lot of these cops they supposed to be upholding the law. They only go to school for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And they supposed to uphold the law, but meanwhile you got these attorneys. They got to go to school for 8 years, and that's who you going up against. You feel me? These people don't even know what they doing, but they walking around with a gun and a badge.
Mm-hmm.
Now I understand some people want to be protected, but for me, F the police, bro.
I feel you. I feel you on that take. I feel you. Go ahead, Nels. You said force. I'm gonna roll up after you. Go ahead.
So I said force because in certain situations, especially with like women and domestic violence and stuff like that, the police does come in handy and they can save lives. So that's why I said force because there's been several situations that I know of um, where the police they came through and they did they due diligence. So um, yeah, nah, I say false.
Got you. Well, I said force too, and I see where you coming from, Jay. You know what I mean. I understand the statement that you made is true, but overall, to me, I'm gonna have to say it's false because without law, there's no order. So that's number one. That why I think this world today, in our modern world, in our modern times today, we definitely need police around. And I know the shit that the police get away with. I know they get the qualified immunity and things like that. So that's what we should be saying. Instead of F the police, it should be F qualified immunity. That's the thing about it. That will make police tighten up and do their jobs better. And so they can be held accountable for the things that they have done to their own citizens and things like that. So that's like really my take on it. Overall, though, I'm gonna have to give it to a force because without the police involved in this country today, this country will we wouldn't have a country today. Yeah, Chris.
Yeah, I said false because without law and order, there be anarchy. So we just need it. I think the problem is that not enough black people get into law enforcement and relate to the people that they getting into it with. So I think that's the problem. So that's why I think more black people got to get into law enforcement, and maybe we'll have a difference.
But you say that though, that more black people should get in law enforcement. It's a lot of black people in law enforcement. It's the code that they live by. Like the police is the biggest gang
Yes.
in the country. Like the police have their own code, the same way that like we have our gangbangers and the police trying to investigate them, and they want the gangbangers to tell on each other. We want the same thing from y'all. Then we don't want the code of silence. We don't want the brothers in blue arms or whatever y'all want to call this shit today, because when they start to mention things like that, like when they make up things as Blue Lives Matter,
I was
like
about
some
to say
things
that.
is ignorant. Like that shit is ignorant and that's racist terms. Like because you're trying to match your job, whatever you got going on in your life, like you being a detective, sergeant, whatever, you're trying to take your job title and match it to my life because they created something called Black Lives Matter. So when the police start to do this Blue Lives Matter and all blue, that shit is nonsense, brother. Because when you take off that uniform, your ass is an Asian, a white boy, a black guy, or whatever. So us getting more black people into law enforcement is not mattering, bro. Like the black people in law enforcement today, they took the oath and they become brother in blue and they don't care about none of that other shit. Cause I have seen it firsthand. Trust me.
Man,
Cheese, what's going on, Cheese?
I feel like if everything was more so community driven, we would need the law enforcement, bro.
Mm-hmm,
Like if we could just catch a fade, and I mean, and everybody was around. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all got beef with each other. Okay, let's settle this. Let's
mm-hmm,
settle this in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then be done with it. Like we could police ourselves. That's how
mm-hmm,
it was before they came over here. You know what I'm saying? Now I understand the day and times is different right now, but man, these people is taking taxpayer dollars and they ain't doing nothing, bro. Like
mm-hmm.
you see people, man, you see cops sitting on the freeway parked out with the radar, just trying to catch people speeding. Like, bro, like go do something. They don't have nothing to do. They don't have nothing to do. They not busy because it ain't nothing going on. So they watching for you speeding. Or if your registration sticker, they sitting under the underpass to see if your registration sticker is valid. They ain't got nothing to do. And
Mm-mm,
we
mm.
steady paying them. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I feel like if we policed ourselves a little bit better, I feel like that's more beneficial, bro. Put that money that we putting towards the police force, put that money somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Because these niggas is getting free donuts and you know what I'm saying? Whatever, bro. They getting a bunch of free stuff doing nothing, bro. Getting fat.
Mm-hmm. I feel you on that. Go ahead, Chris. One of y'all can respond.
So I'm just saying, like you, you're saying that you want them to, you want us as a community to basically help protect and defend each other as opposed to the police. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like we need to hold each other more accountable. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? We need to hold each other more accountable and become like more like a collective unit. Like
Yeah.
y'all know how it was back in the day. Like they always talking about it take a family, it take a village to raise a child.
Right.
But if somebody spank your child, then you ready to go off on them. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? So you can't say that it take a village to raise a child, but if somebody get down on your child, obviously it's in moderation. You ain't about to like beat nobody ass. So y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
like it ain't that no more. You feel me? Like people don't even got respect for their elders no more. You know, when your elders came around, they used to like lower their voice. They wouldn't curse or nothing like that. Now they don't even care. You
Yeah.
know. So what I'm getting at is just I feel like if we was just more community oriented, a
We
lot of
wouldn't
this
need.
stuff that go on nowadays, it wouldn't even be happening.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's why I asked the question, because I feel like it's not the same anymore. So that's why sometimes the police can be an advantage, because it's not
Yes.
like the way it was when we was growing up. You know what I'm saying? And these children today are a little bit ruthless. You know, they're a little bit more out of control. And then, like I was saying, in terms of like, the protection of women, like we don't feel protected, and so to speak, when it comes to the men of the community. Like we don't feel that way. So who's gonna jump in and defend us? You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm coming from with it. like I understand where you're coming from, and I see what you're saying. If we were, if we could stick together as a community, then we may need them less. But right now, we kind of, we kind of do. We kind of do.
And
Especially to establish order. Sorry, go ahead.
Right.
no, I think that one of the biggest problems is that they just more responsive than proactive. Something got to happen for them to respond. That's be a big problem. You already be shot or stabbed or beat up or whatever happened before the police even respond. So
Yeah.
I think they should work on more proactive activities and being more community driven. We need police because, like I said, with law and order, it'd be anarchy. It's just that they need to be more community driven instead of taking the dollars to build prisons and giving cops more technical units and stuff. Give cops more community engagement, like have more basketball games and fundraisers for the community. Get
Yes.
to be walk, walk the block and stuff like that more. Get back to doing things like that,
Yes.
community driven things on the bicycles and things. So all the money is just going into, police forces. They look like SWAT teams look like whole army platoons out here now. The shit that they got and the weapon and the attacks and attackers that they use. So I think just putting more money into being more community driven and more proactive instead of responsive and things like that.
Gotcha. What she said, they are there to serve and protect. Have they ever served you in a positive way without you calling them? Like, has an officer ever helped you help you with a flat tire?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah,
That's why I said I can't go
yeah,
against them. I can't knock them
yeah. I
because I
said that.
remember one time my car actually, it was like last year. My car actually swerved out of control on a 5-lane highway, and thank God no cars was coming, and the cars that were saw it ahead of time, so they went around. But like it was three bystanders that came running to my aid to help me push the car off the highway, and then the officers that were nearby, they came and they basically helped me get to the nearest gas station where, my husband at the time came and picked me up. But yeah, nah, I was definitely helped significantly during that time. If it wasn't for the officers and the bystanders, I probably would have been gone. You know what
Mhm. Yes. Well, he said, took the words right out my mouth. I gotta. Yeah, I'm fucking stupid, man. Let me see what she said. Hold on. She said, and keep them in the communities they are familiar. Yes, if that was to happen more, that's
Yeah,
what that right there will make better policing. If y'all don't want to take like a person suggesting like how Jay was just saying, we need to police ourselves and do a little bit more in the community. And if y'all do want to stay in our community, officers, like bring officers that grew up in these communities. Stop sending an officer who grew up in Houston and you send him out to, I'm not familiar with the area out there. What a nice area, some shit. He grew up in Houston, and you send him
Fairlane.
out there to one of the
They
farm
be growing up in one of them. They be growing up on them
yeah, you
western
send
farms in Texas, and
yeah,
they send them to the
send
city,
the
and they
other
be
kid
racist as
from out
hell.
there to Houston. He don't know what the fuck is going on. He's scared. He's trigger happy. He's ready to hurt somebody. You know what I mean? And sometimes you can't blame him if you took this kid that grew up in the suburbs somewhere and you throw him in the middle of Brownsville, Brooklyn. What you think gonna happen? This kid grew up in Suffolk County, Long Island. Like, you got to think about that. So yeah, keeping the
Yeah,
police in areas that they familiar with should work, and hopefully it would work.
yeah. I done said that 1,000 times, bro.
Mhm,
They don't know the body language, the mannerisms. You know what
mhm,
I'm saying? They don't understand. They think that you being aggressive, but it's just how you talk. It ain't that you being aggressive. I mean, you probably come from a loud environment, so you just loud. That don't
mhm.
mean that you necessarily got an attitude. And one of these main functions of these cops is to diffuse the situation, right?
Yes,
Diffuse the situation. But how many times that you've been involved with a cop or seen some video online or whatever, if you aggressive, they gonna match your energy.
that's it.
They not diffusing the situation whatsoever. They feel like because they got this gun, they are the law. They gonna stomp on your toes. You feel me? Like even they giving quoting stuff as lawful orders when it ain't a lawful order. You know what I'm saying? I'm the law, but you just need to listen to what the hell I got to tell you right now. And that's
Mhm.
how they move, and that stuff is sad, bro. But that lets you know that it's coming from the top because they not held accountable. You're gonna get on paid leave if you do something out of line. You're gonna get on paid leave. You going on vacation.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You going on vacation, bro. And that's sad. That's vacation.
Oh man, that shit is crazy, man.
It's just because the police unions is too strong. They
Yes,
got a lot of power also. So that's another thing. If you want to take some power out of the police hands, take it out of the union.
coming about that union because
Yeah.
like and that's a great point you brung up, Chris, because I know it's a lot of police captains and sergeants and people that don't agree with the shit going on, but they know they got to step in line.
Hmm.
So when that union rep come down there, like soon as the union rep come down there, you already know they treat the officer like he's a regular civilian. Yo, listen, don't
All
talk.
cameras get cut off. Everything.
Yes,
Everything.
so that's why I asked the police today, why do y'all want people to talk to y'all when y'all are treated just like a regular civilian when your ass in trouble? They tell you don't talk to them either. So why I'm talking to you?
That's the thing. They don't talk to the who the people that come the whatever they call that investigate the police. I forgot their name. They got a name. Internal affairs. Yeah. When they
Jay,
come.
yep, yeah, the IA
Yeah, the
said,
IA.
Jay, would you be against your son being an officer?
Oh,
Hmm.
hey, I'ma support them, but I'ma definitely try to persuade them not to do it.
Hmm.
You know, they all Masons anyway. They all Freemasons. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, they
They
know.
take all kind of pledges and oaths that I don't want those words coming out of my son's mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro, you swearing oaths to deities and stuff like that that you don't even know what you're doing. I'ma definitely try to sway him away from that, but I'ma love him regardless, support him regardless.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
why. That's why boys in the hood had that thing. Don't a black man shouldn't be in no white man's army because there's a lot behind them symbols and what you agreeing to
Yeah,
and the oaths that you take and things like that we don't even have a true understanding is. That's why they didn't allow us to fight in too many wars because a lot of those things was blood sacrifices. But that's another day and a time, place.
Funny.
bro, we
Yeah.
was doing oaths. We were doing oaths all through our grade school. You pledge an
Mhm.
allegiance to the flag. That's an oath. We
Yes.
was doing it for years. You know what I'm saying? All of these fraternities and sororities and stuff like that. And I ain't trying to offend nobody, but that's an oath. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
not even
Coming
that's not
from the
even a black
Greeks,
thing.
from the
They
people,
yeah.
unless you actually research what them deities is and where these organizations come from, that's a bad move to make.
Mm-hmm. What she
Yeah,
said.
that's what I was saying. That's oh my bad. That's
No,
not even a black thing. It's a Greek thing, and they black people just
Yeah.
follow it to be down. That it's deep them fraternities and sororities and things like
mhm.
that.
Smaller business working only a couple hours a day. Now, I can't guarantee that you're going
Go ahead. Yeah, my bad. My bad. Shit,
I'm like, what was that? Started watching TV or some shit.
I'm looking at some shit, but go ahead. What she said. That's why they stick together because they have no choice. Of course. What he said, Cheese said, y'all ever seen cops get in an argument or fight with each other, especially cops from two different departments? Yeah, I seen
Yeah,
that. Yeah, I seen that many a times. That shit be funny as hell. I seen that shit many a times. Chris, you can hear us?
yeah.
Okay. I'm making sure you can hear us, Chris. Because I know when you and Nell shit start tripping out, it be like, oh
Jay,
shit.
say
No,
something.
I
Jay,
pressed the wrong button. Sorry. I pressed the unmute
Jay,
button.
say something.
Jay, you good?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
No,
Johnny.
No, what
I
I
actually pressed I accidentally because I wanted to say something regarding
Yeah,
cheese and what
Oh,
cheese
you
has
be
said.
doing what I do, big finger in it. Oh, my
yeah,
bad. Oh.
yeah. Now,
So I have seen cops in different departments fight and argue with each other. And it's funny. It is the funniest thing. I ain't even gonna lie. It's hilarious.
Hey, look, but what I
yeah,
could respect though, what I could
Uh,
respect, like I seen a video not too long ago.
mhm.
It was a cop. He was from the block. He was policing the area. He
mhm.
was familiar with the people. You know what I'm saying? And something happened, and the dude called him out, and they threw
Yeah, I
hands.
see
You know what I'm
that.
saying? They
Yeah.
threw hands. He threw hands with the cop. You know what I'm saying? They got down. And that type of stuff I can respect because they put that sidearm on their hip, and they, you know what I'm saying, they got a little bit more of vibrato in their voice now because they know that they protected. You know what I'm saying? When you know damn well if you ain't had that force behind you, if you ain't had that legal sidearm on your hip, you wouldn't talk to me like that.
No
You
way.
doing that because you know you got the power behind you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I don't respect.
Gotcha. We have now come to the end of that segment. So yo, we gonna play some music. Cause they said I don't play enough R&B on here tonight. So I'm gonna throw a little bit of R&B on right now for the ladies tonight, y'all. Before we get into the next one, all right? There we go, right here. Yo, Facebook and YouTube. I do not own the copyrights to the music.
This right here's a baby maker. Can I sing my song?
Crowd, y'all. Let's go. Drop some check. About to get back into it, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Had to throw a little R&B up there. They tell me we don't play enough of it. I got a little bit more again later on. Again, I got something for y'all again later on, man. Don't worry about it. Get into the second one though right now. The second one was true or false. To be a good friend, you have to risk losing a good friend.
Yeah.
True.
Said true. Everybody said true on that. All right. So which one of y'all? One of y'all could take off with it. Take off.
I would say yes, because you ever heard that saying? It goes, everybody comes into your life for a season. That's kind of what it is. Like,
Mhm.
you don't necessarily, like, everybody has an expiration date. You know what I'm saying? And you outgrow people. And it doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make them a bad person. It just means that the season has ended. I know, like I said, I said this before, where I lost a few friends by holding them accountable. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't consider myself a good friend if I was just the yes person all the time and, going with your antics and going along with the bullshit. If I see something wrong, I'm gonna tell you where you need to tighten up at. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me. And I feel like I would be doing you a disservice if I did the opposite. So I lost a lot of people. I lost some dear people, and I'm not gonna say it didn't hurt, but that just means that we're no longer in the same space, and it's okay.
That's what's up. That's a good one. One of y'all fellas want to roll?
Yeah, I always say that like some people not meant to go in certain places that you're going, or you just some people just can't handle constructive criticism. What makes a good friend is when you see your friend slipping and like you got to let them know, like, bro, you keep repeating the same patterns and the same things you doing. That's not going nowhere. That's basically Einstein's definition of insanity. So yeah, sometimes you can't be scared to tell somebody something if it's gonna hurt their feelings, and if they really is your true friend, they'll take that heed to it and start, maybe use your advice to better themselves. But you know, some people you lose. We lose friends every day.
Let me see what she said. So y'all men said true, but a few episodes ago, y'all said y'all won't tell me if Rod was cheating. Risk that friendship. Send me the screenshots. Or it's with some bullshit.
That's
All
different.
yeah, she said,
I'm gonna tell that. I'm gonna
oh,
tell
that's
that
different.
nigga he tripping. I ain't
We
gonna
don't.
tell
We
you.
don't. Listen, yes, right. We tell the brother, hey, yo, brother, you got a good woman at home.
At home, you got to
Tighten
get your
up,
shit together, man. You
Listen,
know?
my
I'm
brother.
not
Don't
gonna
do that.
snitch, but
Not
if you see me stray away from, if you see me stray away from the person that's cheating, they doing something they ain't supposed to be doing. Why? Because somebody that could cheat on somebody that's good to them, I know that they're gonna betray me. So I'm not. I'm.
That's a
if
good
you
one.
see, if
That's
you
If you
see
can fuck
me
over that
distant,
her, then you go, I don't know what you gonna do to me.
right? Like if you see me distance myself from that person, and you might want to start asking yourself or ask that person why Janelle distanced herself from you. You know what I mean? And then you might get the answer. And if not, then
see now. That's a good one. Go
yeah.
ahead.
If
Pop up the count. You got it.
if losing friendships off of you know what I'm saying, trying to like give somebody advice or checking them on a certain situation, then obviously that wasn't your friend. You know what I'm saying? Because we like they say, iron sharpen iron. We should be sharpening each other. You know what I'm saying? Like we trying to grow. We should be trying to grow and get to the
Yeah,
next level. So if I
yes,
can't check you respectfully and you can't take that, you can't take heed to that, then I probably wasn't your partner from the jump. You feel me?
that's right.
So, I'll just say that.
That's my man. That's what I'm saying. But like, yeah, like I feel y'all on all that, man. I feel y'all on that, man. Hold on, I got a question. Let me see. My boy said, losing a good friend is painful, often inevitable part of the life's journey, often stemming from shifting priorities, changing values, or the need for personal growth.
yeah,
Mm,
very true.
that's true.
That's true. I can agree with that.
Of course, I agree. Yeah, we agree with that. But risk losing a good friend takes a good friend. Yeah, like just like what all of y'all was saying, man. Like me as a friend, if you lose me as a friend, you must have did some real. I don't want to say it like that though, but you must have did some real sucker. You did some real sucker shit to lose me as a friend because my friendship, I value friendship just like me personally. I don't really have a lot of friendships. Like when I got people around me, I tend to them as being family. So I take that shit as a real strong bond. So if you cross me in any kind of way or do some old sideways type things like that, I'm gonna take it to heart, man, and I don't want to be around you no more. So losing a friend like me, brother. I don't know what to tell you, man. Because all I know to do is give it to you straight. Like, and just like Jay was saying, like if we can't sit down and have certain conversations and we can't have disagreements or you can't come to me and you can't tell me certain shit and I'm not listening to it, then there's no need for us to be friends, man. And just like I tell everybody though, long as you coming to me with some constructive criticism, it's fine. Give it to me all day. I love constructive criticism because it makes me better. So if you bringing it to me like that, I'm gonna listen to it, man. And that's what I want my friends to do.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
As long as
As
it
long
ain't
as
destructive, then obviously ain't nobody gonna hear it 9 times out of 10. You know what I'm saying? If you coming at them, it's different if you know what I'm saying, you beating a dead horse and you've been having to tell this person the same thing over and over and over and over again. You probably need to X that person out your circle. But if it's constructive and not destructive, then that person should be able to hear what you got to say.
Yeah. If you like I always say, if you can't do nothing to help them, don't do anything to hurt them. So you should
Yeah,
be over just trying to find a way to help them, but sometimes you could lead the horse to the water. It's up to them to drink it. They might be hard headed as a motherfucker. So, they might just dehydrate and die. So,
yeah,
but it's hard losing a good friend like Rob was saying, because I feel like I'm a good person overall. I don't try to hurt people intentionally. And if I did hurt you, I apologize. It wasn't out of malicious intent. So, just to turn your back on me is like, all right, because I know me. I'm always gonna be me, and I'm gonna get where I need to get because that's the confidence I have in myself. So some people they just missed out on certain things. but they'll see us when we get there.
Like I
Uh,
said, sometimes it's just outgrowing people. That's painful too when you come to that realization that you've outgrown like said childhood friend, or you've outgrown a person that you've known for a long time. But I think for me, the older I got and the more I've experienced life, I felt like, it's okay. Like, it don't mean that I hate the person, or you know what I'm saying. I hope they don't hate me, but it just is life, and we're gonna go our separate ways. We're gonna outgrow each other, and that's okay.
Mhm. Have
yeah,
you ever?
like Ronald was talking about. Yeah, like yeah, that stuff do hurt when you lose a good friend. But
Yeah,
I mean, if you
Yes,
if you ain't losing people, then you doing something wrong. Obviously,
that part.
you feel me?
yes.
You in your comfort zone and everything is comfortable, and you know what I'm saying. And
Or
what
you
they
might
say
be
about
doing too
comfort,
much. You might be doing too much to please the person.
yeah, yeah, and you ain't growing. You feel me? Because
Hmm.
a lot of people I can't be around no more because I mean, you may bring me into what I'm saying, situation that I don't want to be involved in. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, low frequencies be blowing my high. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? So
No, for
I ain't
real.
trying to be around that.
For real. Like I'm with you on that, Jay. Like there's certain conversations I don't want to have. There's certain environments that I don't want to be in. And so if I notice that that's the place that a person or one of my closest friends or used to be friends are still, if that's the place they're still stuck in, like I can't meet you there. Like I can't go back there. You know what I'm saying? I've already overcome that. I've already grown from that. So I definitely understand that aspect for sure.
So have you ever had someone cut you off with no explanation, or have you cut someone else off with no explanation?
Absolutely. Both
Yeah, that
both
happened.
both ways. Yeah.
I'm about to say that happened both ways.
Yeah, I both ways. I had people cut me off, didn't say why or anything like that. And then I had to cut some people off with no explanation. Just recently, I wouldn't say it's a cutoff, but it's more of like a distance. Cause I'm the type of person, like I like to call and check on everybody, right? I
Mhm.
call, check on everybody, I make sure everybody's good. But then it's like when I start noticing I'm the only one calling, and the only time I hear from you is if when I call you, that lets me know that the dynamic is just a little bit different. And
Yes,
so that's when I start to pull back a little bit, because I don't want to overplay my part or give so much of myself and not get anything in return. So I just start distancing myself. I start pulling back a little bit, and I start focusing on the people that show me the same amount of love that I show them.
that's
And
right.
so I definitely will say that it does go both ways. Sometimes I realize that I'm not everybody's cup of tea either, you know and vice versa. So I always tell people, like, if you gotta distance yourself or cut me off for your mental health, do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know to protect my mental health, that's what I'm gonna do. So if you feel like the relationship is severed, or you feel like I'm no longer good for you, or whatever the case is, then you got to do what you have to do, and it's all right. I had to learn to be okay with certain things like that.
Got you. So, what about having that tough conversation when you have to give an explanation why I have to cut you off? What should
I
you do in
I
those
just do
situations?
it. I just do it. I just have the conversation, even if it's uncomfortable. I just do it because I do feel like a person is owed an explanation. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? Like that's just comes with maturity. Like a person is owed an explanation. Obviously not in the heat of the moment, not when you're mad and you're angry, because you could say some things that's messed up. You know what I'm saying? And we already talked about that in the past. Like we're all trying to work on bettering ourselves from that. We don't want to say the wrong thing. But um that comes with maturity. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why I cut you off, and I'm gonna be uncomfortable. You might be uncomfortable, and just because we having this conversation, it doesn't give us an opening or lead way to fix the situation either. Because I'm the type of person that once it's in my mind that it's a cutoff, that's it. It's a cutoff. I don't want to revisit. I don't want to rekindle. I don't want to reconcile. It's a cutoff. It's a cutoff. But I will have a conversation. I don't have a problem with that.
How would you
I
feel about that? How would you feel, Jay?
I Nails shot me in the heart, bro.
Why? What?
Man,
What?
What she did, man? What she
nah,
did?
cause to be honest, like I suck with that, bro. Like I suck with like reaching out to people. I'm just
Oh,
being real. Yeah, I do. I do. You know what I'm
Julio.
saying? So a lot of time, he my best friend. He like, damn nigga, why you don't never call me back? And you tell me you gonna call me. I'm like, bro, man, you know, and it ain't no excuse. I don't know. I just be getting just caught up in my own little world a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't personal, but it's gonna seem personal if it continues to happen. You know what I'm saying? And I get that part, but man, I suck at that, bro. That's something I really need to work on to but everybody who been knowing me for a minute, they don't take it personal like that. They'll throw jabs at me. They know I'm there for them, but it's just like, bro, I'm sorry, but
well, that's
that
that's
is
a
something that
real
I need to
friend.
work on.
That's a real friend
I
because
was just about to say, but
he know how you are and he don't take it personal.
yeah,
And
that's
he
Yeah,
gonna tell you that it bothers him, but he's not gonna. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna be like unfriend you.
yeah,
So
he know that if he
that's
needs
a real friend.
somebody,
That's somebody that
I'm
you
there.
keeping.
I
Yeah,
may
you
not
keep.
talk to you all the time, but I'm gonna show up. You already everybody know that.
Yeah, no, I'm one of those friends too where I'm low maintenance, but I like I said, I do like to have what I put out reciprocated back. So if I'm calling you, like I usually do my rounds on Sundays, right? And I call my family members on Sundays, I call my friends on Sundays or whatever. But if I notice that all the fucking Sundays I'm the only one calling, then I might have to like sit back a little bit and just focus on what I got going on and you know what I'm saying, do what they're doing, focusing on them. You know what I'm saying?
no doubt. What
And
he
that's that's it.
got you. What Alan said, my boy White said, losing a good friend can impact your ability to trust, triggers fears of abandonment, and leave an aftermath of hurt that is hard to let go of.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. That's
It's
true.
true.
Yeah, that is true. I'm not gonna lie though. See, us coming up, we didn't have. That's why I said like
You
we
have
didn't
those
have
problems.
like a lot of friends like that. Like all of my friends was like treated like family. So all those people, I never lost them. Like we all got older and went our separate ways. But it's nothing for me to reach out to these people. You know what I mean? Like we haven't lost each other. We don't see each other on a daily basis, but I guarantee if something happens or if somebody call and meet up at somebody's 40th birthday party, 50th we all come together. You know,
Yeah.
it's that easy for us to come together. So, like losing friends, I never really, I felt it losing some people, but as I got older, I started to fall back from some people. Like, I'm not gonna just cut you off. I'm gonna let you cut yourself off because I don't feel like having that explanation to tell you why I gotta cut because you should know the shit that you're doing already. So it don't like to me, I don't really need that thing to be like, yo, hey man, I need to tell you this. No, 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 no. You know what the fuck you was doing. I done warned you 12 times already. The
Mm.
13th time your ass is out. You lucky I gave you that many times. Your ass out of here. I ain't even telling you why.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
losing friendships is definitely like if it's a close grievance to a breakup, you know. So I could definitely agree with Shamel when he said that. Does it develop trust issues? Absolutely. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I've been in some weird friendships too where there was like like secret animosity, there was some type of jealousy, some type of, you know what I'm saying? So when you have those kinds of friends and you know what I'm saying, and it takes you a minute to cut them off because you want to be that, you don't want to be that bad person, you do develop a trust issue or like that kind of trauma, you know what I'm saying, a traumatic like a trauma towards that. And so I have that with when it comes to like new friendships. Like I'm very apprehensive of building new friendships because I don't want to experience that again. So I definitely agree there. But like I said, the older I got, the easier it became to, just either distance myself or cut people off because like Chris was saying, everybody can't go where you're going. And, you do outgrow certain people, persons, places, things. You just outgrow them. and that's all right.
That's all right. I'm about to
That's
say
what
what.
I said. I don't think I ever had to cut any friends off. I just had to outgrow some people that, I think we don't do the same shit. Like I look at some people on my timeline, I'll be like, y'all on the same shit, and I'm not on that no more. What Rob Wade said, that just don't excite me no more. It just don't excite me no more. So I'll be like, damn, niggas gonna be 45 still doing the same thing. So yeah, it's not. I ain't never had to cut nobody off. It's just I'm on a different time, man. So,
G said definitely had someone who I thought was a friend ghost me out of nowhere. I think it was due to jealousy, even though they've always had more than me, but just couldn't take that L.
now,
That
and I experienced that before too. Now, when people get,
oh yeah.
yeah, I experienced that before too. When people jealous of your adulthood because what you experienced in your child, like we're not in high school and middle school no more, bro. Like grow up. Like you can't keep living off your 291 days. Niggas is grown men. Why you mad? Oh
Not
man.
291. Not 291. No, but to piggyback off of
God
cheese,
damn, the
like
first time.
people,
I
some
asked you like
people.
doing that's some New
That's a
York shit, Jay.
that's a junior high school.
Oh,
uh, no, but no. What was I gonna say? Damn, Jay.
the piggyback off what Cheese said.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said some people they what did he say? Some people are
Yep.
jealous of
I
you.
got
Oh,
you. Yeah.
jealous of your light, like jealous of your
Yeah, look.
personality.
There you go,
Like
Nels.
that's what it is. It's like they're not jealous of what you have. They're jealous of what's inside of you. You know what I'm saying? Like what you bring, how you can light up a room when you walk in the door, how people gravitate towards you. Like people would be really jealous of your spirit. And
Right.
those types of people are the most damaging people. Those types of people I really do cut off and leave them right the fuck where they at because
Mhm.
I refuse. I've been in that place before where I was broken and I was depressed and I was, you know what I'm saying? I talked a little bit about that before, but I refuse to go back to that place and I refuse to be around anybody that will bring me back to that place. And if you don't like my personality or if you don't like that people gravitate towards me, then I have to leave you exactly where the fuck you are. Because I refuse for anybody to break me down. Like, no, this is just me. This is who I am, and there's nothing that I can do about that.
I think I always have confrontation with those people because I just be going and I'm just myself, like people like having intelligent conversations. And sometimes if you can't do that, you get angry or upset at certain people and be like, oh, who you think you is? Or something.
That means you're in the wrong room.
Yeah,
That's it. I'm out of there. I'm
You're in
out.
the wrong room. If
I'm out.
people can't if people think you feel like you know everything and they can't have those conversations with you because they're not on that type of time or that level, then and they trying to, like I said, bring you down, you're in the wrong
But
room.
no, yeah, I hear what you're saying, Nels, but you got to also watch how you delivering it too, because
That's true. That's
if
true.
you're delivering it like you a know-it-all and shit, motherfuckers might look at you a little sideways. But if you having a nice, intelligent conversation and things is flowing and people are
Hmm.
getting frustrated like that in that way, then
Hmm.
yeah, you're in the wrong room. But you got to watch how you deliver the message as well too, because some people don't digest it well. If you coming
Hmm.
down on somebody a certain way, they like, nah, I ain't listening to son bugging out. That nigga on some,
Yeah.
he on some,
Yeah, when you put it like that,
on some
then
straight,
absolutely.
yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta watch how you deliver the information to people too as well.
Yeah, when you put it like that, then I agree.
Mm.
But I was thinking more in terms of like just having an
just
intellectual
having a regular
conversation. Yeah,
conversation.
like
You
a
can just
regular
be, and you can
conversation,
just
and then here comes somebody like, nah, you who you think you are, like you know what I'm saying, and they try to downplay what you're saying or try to make you feel less than because you know more than them. That's how I took it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Of course, delivery is essential. Delivery is important. I probably wouldn't listen to anybody that's talking at me or like coming down on me. You know what I'm saying? I probably wouldn't listen either. But the way I took it was, you know, he was just saying like it's a regular conversation. It was just an intellectual
Yeah.
conversation, and then they came out of nowhere and was like they try to play him basically.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah. What you said, Jay? Schedule text to people and tell them you love them and miss them. I schedule texts because sometimes I forget to reach out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's a good
that's
idea.
a good
That's a
idea.
good
Yeah.
tool. That's a nice little tool.
Or
I can see
just
that.
like for me, I made it my year, what is it, the New Year's resolution
Mhm.
to not text, but to like either FaceTime or call more, because I'm a texter too. I text all day, but like it's more meaningful, I feel like, for me. Not it don't This don't have nothing to do with y'all,
Yeah.
but for me, I feel like I text too much, and it's more meaningful when I give that phone call, or when I do the FaceTime, or like, if I, like I said, I'm gonna try to make more trips back home. So when I do go home, instead of saying, yo, I'm here, blah 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 blah, like, I'm gonna go see them. I'm gonna go to their house. I'm gonna plan an event. Let's go do something. Let's go bowling. Let's go to the movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of just saying, I'm here, I'll meet you at your house, da 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 da. Like, nah, like, I wanna go and do stuff with them and make memories. So that's something that I said I was gonna work on this year. But to the ones, like I said, if I notice that I'm the only one calling, I ain't calling no more.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm not about to waste my goddamn time and energy I could be putting into my household with my kids and stuff like that. Nah, I'm not going to. Do you feel guilty for outgrowing friendships? Um, I have, like I said, the more, like, the older I've gotten and the more I had to understand outgrowing the friendships, I don't feel as guilty. But in the beginning of the journey, yeah, I felt really guilty. I felt really sad. I felt like I said, severing a friendship is the closest thing to a breakup. So you're gonna feel all of those stages of grief that you would feel in a loss when you lose a friendship. And so
Mm.
I did feel very guilty. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? That's somebody that I was, man, cool with. We used to do this together. We used to do that together, or whatever. And now we're not in the same space. How can that be? You know what I'm saying? When we was like, that was twin. But nah, it just now over time, like I said, the older I've gotten, it was just like, yeah, I'm okay with outgrowing them. And that's okay. It's something I need to do.
Gotcha. One of y'all guys want to respond? Do you feel guilty for outgrowing friendships?
Nah, like I said, some of them I realized it was the best thing. You just outgrow some people for some reasons. Y'all ain't on the same time no more. I can't do the same things y'all continue to do, so I don't feel guilty. I mean, it hurts, but because some of them was real close. But now that I look at it, it's a reason why.
Gotcha. You want to respond, Jay, before we end it?
Yeah. I'll just be brief. I mean, I don't feel guilty about it at all. Because I mean, especially knowing the trajectory and where I'm trying to get to. You feel me? It really makes me feel better to look back on the things that I used to do, and I don't do those things anymore. So
Mhm.
make me feel a little bit better. Actually, it don't make me feel guilty at all. It's just like, yeah, I'm on the right track. Just keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Keep your eye on the prize, and you know what I'm saying. You'll hit that target soon enough.
Gotcha. All right. We're about to come to the end of that one right there, boys. Let's go, guys. Let's go. We're about to get into a little bit more of this R&B real quick before we move to the third and final true or false right here. It's another one for the ladies, y'all. Black and Talkative. We do not own the copyright. All right, we back. Let's go. Let's go. We about to get into the shit. I done fucked up. My bad, y'all. See, I done
Did you
had.
fall? Did you fall?
Nah, I ain't fall. That's my shit that went back. I got it. I'm right here. I'm on. Nah, I ain't wash my ass.
I was
I'm
like,
good.
oh damn, man, damn.
Nah, I ain't wash my ass. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. My shit just went back a little bit. But yeah, though. Mm.
Hey, what Vernon talking about?
Hold on. I even go to the comments. Let me go back to the comments. What this nigga talking about? I be trying to let me see. Trump and Israel bombed Iran, believing Iran had
I said
nuclear.
too much feminine energy.
Oh
What he
yeah, yeah.
talking
Oh,
about?
I guess he talking about our music tonight. We ain't worrying about that nigga, Vern. We having a good time. We ain't worrying about my boy. But yeah, that's what yo cheese. We got some other special things talking about that. We was gonna get a little bit into that, but we had some other things lined up and shit tonight. So we gonna definitely get into that though one of these days though, cheese. Yeah, but yeah, we ain't worrying about that, man. We having a great time tonight, man. We ain't gonna let nobody. Yeah, yeah. Stop that bullshit, my nigga. We told you already. You come in here, you be civil. I'll put some of your comments up on the screen. You know, when it's a nice civil comment, but when you saying some other crazy shit, we ain't gonna be listening to none of that. What he said. I see everyone got the good drinks, and Jay just laid back in the May back with the water. You know the Tin Man.
I got some downstairs.
I'm gonna get into the third and final one though, right here, guys. The third and final one is true or false. I respect all women the same. I said false.
Big
False.
false.
I
False.
said false too.
Everybody said false. All right. Everybody said false. So y'all want to explain why y'all gave a false answer? Somebody?
I said false because, as I matured in life, I realized, I'm sorry for going the way I'm gonna say this, excuse my French. Niggas want bitches and men want women. So, and that just come from a different type of respect level, when you look at a certain type of female, uh bad bitches can be one beautiful woman, but a beautiful woman could be both. And I don't mean to call a beautiful woman or a lady a bad bitch because that's just bad terminology for them. But yeah, you don't have the same respect for certain type of woman. You might, yeah, you ain't gonna treat a whole. I don't mean to say that. You ain't gonna treat a street worker like a housewife, you know. you ain't gonna,
He
you
trying to
ain't
be
gonna,
politically correct.
or you ain't gonna treat you ain't gonna treat a soccer mom like you might treat a baddie. So that's just the way it is. We all know the truth to that, So that's just my answer why I said false. Okay.
Nah, yeah, that's like they say. That's like they say. Like, however you dress is gonna person be the people that you attract. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So you got on a police uniform, then people gonna think you a cop. Looking like a hoe, that's what they're gonna approach you as. You feel me? The way that you dress is, I mean, this is just men and women. The way that you dress is gonna have people respond to you in a certain manner. And the manner that they respond to you let you know everything that you need to know by the way your presentation is. You know what I'm saying? But it done got out of hand now because, bro, I done seen some chicks, you know what I'm saying? It used to be like these dancers, right? These girls that be dancing late night. They used to do that. That was like more so in the closet type deal. They was kind of ashamed of what they did. But now
Mm-hmm.
you got these dancing chicks. They feel like they better than the regular chicks that ain't selling their body. You know what I'm saying? That's insane. You know what I'm saying? You got OnlyFans girls and they making all of this bread and they feel like they, you know what I'm saying, top notch chick, but you selling your body, you know? But yeah, nah, ain't nobody supposed to be respected on a certain level. I'm gonna respect you based upon your character, you know what I'm saying? And you always know in the back of your mind, let's say like let's say a chick doing OnlyFans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you be ashamed to tell your parents that you're doing that? 9 times out of 10, the answer is gonna be yes. So don't try to stun on nobody else that's you know what I'm saying that's not doing that. They may not be making as much money as you, but they ain't selling out. That's the
Mm-hmm.
easy way. You feel me? They doing
That's,
feet pictures and all this other type stuff, making all of this bread on OnlyFans. Nah, bro, that stuff is crazy.
yeah,
Um,
you ain't lying about that though. But go ahead, Dales.
it's okay. I do agree to a certain extent in terms of women being treated based on what they wear. But I will say that it's also the way that you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna determine how someone respects you, the way that you carry yourself. And so I will say my answer was false because how a woman carries herself and how a woman, treats other people, that's gonna determine my respect level for you. Like, I really don't care about what you wear or what you dress because I don't know the backstory. I don't know why you dress the way you dress. I don't know. Sometimes for me, like clothing doesn't really tell me much about what a person's been through or a person's life or a person's character. I mean, maybe that's just what the fuck she like to wear. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's whatever makes her comfortable. That's none of my business. But how she carries herself and how she treats people and how she speaks about other people and herself, that's gonna determine my respect level. And I won't say that I have low respect or less respect for women. I don't like to compare or contrast, but I will say, you know, how you, like I said, how you carry yourself is going to determine how anybody respects you. You know what I'm saying, or how anybody looks at you. So that's just my take on it. But the OnlyFans, yeah, it's getting out of hand because it's becoming more normalized. You know what I'm saying? Like, strippers and stuff like that. That's becoming more normalized because that's what we see. That's what people are putting on TVs. That's what people are bragging about on social media and stuff like that. So the decent, the girls that don't dance, let's just put it that way, they're being overlooked. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not a thing anymore. But when it comes to that, you just gotta stay true to who you are. You don't gotta change for nobody, especially as a woman. You don't have to fit into nobody's box, in nobody's character or criteria. Like, just stay true to who you are, and carry yourself a certain way if you want to be treated a certain way.
Go ahead,
Hey,
Jay.
look, hey, hold on. What's that rapper? What's that yellow dude? He from Cali, and he got tats all on his face now. He used to be
Blueface?
with
I
that.
ain't from Cali. You talking about the King Yella?
No,
No,
Blueface.
no,
Blueface?
Blueface.
Blueface. Okay,
That's
yeah.
Blueface?
Oh,
All
Oh,
right,
that
all
okay,
right,
Blue.
Nels. I come up to
Okay.
you with tats all on my face,
no, no,
looking like
no,
Blueface.
no, no,
You gonna give me a fair shot?
no.
All right then.
Not on
All
your
right
face.
then. So I
No.
ain't hearing what you talking
No,
about.
because I'm not attracted to that. Some people are attracted to that. I'm not attracted to facial tattoos.
Blueface. That fool out of there.
He out of
That fool.
control. But no, it's also how he treat women, which is another reason why I'm not attracted to him. He's crazy. He's very, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he don't treat women with respect. He don't treat women correctly, appropriately, and he got a whole mother that raised him. And he don't treat women with the decency and respect that they deserve. He exploits women, actually. So that's why I wouldn't give him a chance. But also, I don't like face tattoos. Now, somebody might like that shit. Some women like facial tattoos. Me personally, I just don't. So nah.
Yeah, Tosh, you're right.
She said it's hot in Texas. Some
Girls
girls are hot.
aside.
That's why they close up or give her a break. No, it's true. It's
I
true. Like,
don't
I
know.
wouldn't, I wouldn't, I wouldn't go based off of how she dressed because I don't know why she dressed like that. That might be why that may be her comfort. You know what I'm saying? Why she
Nah.
might like doing that. She might like going out with her ass out. I don't know.
No,
Um, but
no
she
good.
could be a
Nah.
sweetheart.
You know good.
Nah.
No,
That's when you get to know him.
put your ass out. You're not a sweetheart with her because the
You
only
can't say that right now. How you know?
because the only thing I'm thinking that night is with that ass is out. I'm
So
not
stop
thinking
looking at it. No,
about
you gotta.
no,
That's your
us
problem.
as being nature as
That's
men.
your
No.
that's your
Gonna
default
happen.
right there.
No.
No, what you think gonna
No.
happen? That's just us being men.
Just
No.
stop being that kind of man.
Ask 1,000 men that
No.
question.
I don't care. Y'all need to
Ask
stop being that kind of
1,000 men
man.
that question.
No.
I
Y'all need to stop. That don't give me that excuse,
999
that
of them
Y'all
bullshit.
be looking
Oh,
at
we
it
just
too.
been. That's just how men think.
That's
Stop
what I'm
being
saying.
like
Y'all
that.
look at it too, though.
Y'all be
Y'all
looking at it too.
I ain't gonna lie. I do be looking at some asses, but
We both be looking. We both see it.
I
Man.
enjoy a nice view. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying.
However,
So
that
Okay.
that will not determine my respect for the girl. Like,
But
I'm not
not.
gonna
But the
go,
thing
she's
is
so
this.
ass because the ass is
it's not
out.
about the respect. I'm just saying I'm gonna think about her on a different level as to where
Don't think with your
I'm walking
penis
down.
then.
No, it's
How
not
about
about
that?
penis. No, it's not about thinking about the
Nah.
penis. It's just
So what you
about
thinking with?
it's about looking. It's about looking like, okay,
Stop
shorty,
being lustful.
she showed me what she mostly already have. And now it's a
She
different.
ain't showing it to you. She's just walking, but she's walking
No,
by
she
with her
got her whole
ass
ass out.
out.
She's showing all of us. It ain't just me. You're right. She's showing all of us. But
Look.
it's different. It's different when I'm walking maybe down, somewhere in Chelsea somewhere, and you see the nice doctor lady, and you see she's beautiful too with the nice big old booty, but she got it
Right.
covered right. You
She
know,
got a cover, but she got a big butt. You
I'm
can see
thinking
it.
about it different though. We thinking about
So
her.
you thinking about the doctor differently?
Yes, I'm thinking about the
Yes.
doctor differently from the OnlyFans model. Yes, I put OnlyFans models, Instagram, Zeus Network, all those go in one category. The whole motherfucking channel, all of that shit that comes on Zeus Network, Instagram, OnlyFans, all of y'all chickens, y'all go in one barrel together, and y'all don't get that respect that I'm gonna put over here to the lawyers, the doctors, and
Okay, so the lawyers and the doctors could be the biggest, but the biggest, you know what, behind closed
yes,
doors.
but that's
And what if the OnlyFans model is not even like that? What if she got to do that? That's just her hustle because she got
Look, this
bills to pay
the
and she going to
thing.
school and shit.
This the thing. She
Jay.
could be the sweetest chick in the world.
Yes.
She could be. But the thing is, you already turning me off with the approach. Because if you dressing like that as a woman, you gonna invite some unwanted attention. Maybe you don't want no dude to holler at you. They're gonna holler if you dress like that. You know that. This is what
I do
makes
know
this
that.
how I want to express myself. But you know that dudes is gonna holler at you. You feel me? You're gonna be getting this unwanted attention. So why, you know what I'm saying? So don't do that. You feel me?
Well, why
And
she
then,
can't? But
and
that's
then,
the thing.
hold
Why
on, 1
she
second.
can't?
And then, in terms of like, let's say, maybe I find you attractive, but you dressing different. Like, I don't want everybody to see my goods. You feel me? If you showing this off to the world, this not gonna make me feel secure. And it ain't about being insecure. Why is you showing off what I want to be mine? You showing this off to the world. And I know, like, I know niggas and I know females. Something can happen. Let's just not put a for sale sign out there right like that.
Thank you.
You feel me?
You ain't no.
That's a for sale sign.
I just beg to differ. I feel like you can't. It's not your job or your duty to tell somebody what they can and cannot wear if you're in a relationship.
Correct, but I'm gonna put you in the box. I'm gonna put you in the box though. Do what you do.
You heard what I said a minute ago. You going in that box?
I just feel like that's not fair. That's not fair because y'all some men be walking around looking crazy as hell too, and we don't judge. We don't put y'all in a box until y'all give us a reason to.
Hold on.
You should.
Y'all already put no. Jay, she bullshitting. You put those niggas in the box. Like you just said, if the nigga walk up to you with face tattoos, he's in the box.
I'm not attracted to that. That's not putting him in a box. That's just not my. That's not what I'm attracted to.
All right. He could be.
I ain't attracted to the ass side.
Yeah, well, that's what.
With the face tattoos, you attracted to Trey and Chris. So if he got the face tattoo, just Chris with the tattoos all over his face.
Wait, say it one more time.
I said, if you got a guy like Chris Brown, but he got tattoos all over his face, you attracted to Chris, but he got tats all over his face.
Then then the attraction is gone. I'm not attracted to people with face tattoos. I'm being dead ass. Like I'm just not attracted to facial tattoos.
See, that's
just what it is. But I don't know. I just have a different standpoint on it. Like you don't know why a woman dresses the way that she dresses. And I understand what you're saying. Like you don't want everybody to see what you see behind closed doors or whatever. And it's cool to be discreet. But men and women, they come from different backgrounds and different walks of life. Like I wouldn't pass judgment on anybody until I get to know them. They have to give me a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just me. What Tasha say? So for Janelle, would you be friends with a prostitute? I mean, hang out with her, invite her to your home, for example. She is loud and proud with it. She won't be invited to my house. I'm gonna be 100. No, you can't come to my house. But I don't mind. How you say? Like I wouldn't not be your friend. I don't know if I would hang out with you because I don't hang out. I'm not into like selling my body. So I'm not gonna go to the same places you go. We might could go to brunch or something like that, but I'm not gonna go on a strip with you. But I wouldn't mind being a friend. Like I had a lot of friends that do a lot of different things. A little, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just them. That's their business. That's some of them. They have to do what they got to do to make a living. You know what I'm saying? That's their only. You know what I mean? No, I'm dead serious. Like they gotta do what they gotta do to make a living. They gotta do what they gotta do. Some of my friends, they have to do a lot of things because they was in school. They needed to pay for school. They needed to, you know what I'm saying? And it's not easy for everybody to get a job. Like, you know, a good paying job, let's just say that. So I could be friends with those types of people without passing judgment. It's just for me per se, no, you can't come to my house, and I'm not gonna go out with you. You could come out with me. We could do brunch. We could go get our nails done, stuff like that. Some women, you know, that live that kind of life or whatever, like they got good tips on, you know, shit. They got some good tips.
Yeah, look, we're talking. Like, Jay want a Muslim woman.
Some Muslims don't even be dressing like that. They don't even be covered up. Like,
Right, yo, Trees. I was just about to
That's
say,
crazy. I was about to ask
I
you
don't
that,
wear
Mel.
pants
Like,
so tight that you see my boner. It's just manners. That's right. Let them know,
put
Chief.
it
We don't.
like this. I don't wear pants so tight that you see.
Sorry.
No, some of y'all be wearing that fucking them fucking sweatpants and we can see the print. Cut it out.
Yeah, but that's around the house though. I can't wear that shit outside.
Yeah, Tasha not having it, but I know niggas that do.
Outside, you gotta wear that shit in the house. I
yo,
I
can't.
that's
know
what I
niggas
was
that
gonna
wear that shit
ask, Mel.
outside.
You know
Trash.
the face you following, you gotta cover up. How you know?
I know
Hey,
people. I know men that wear that shit outside, and I don't be like, oh, let me.
and
Nah,
they know
I
what they
already.
doing. They know what
Huh?
they doing.
They know what they doing. Yeah, them
They
men know what
probably
they doing.
do. I mean, you can't speak for all
Yeah,
men, but they probably do.
Nah, them
The
fellas.
majority of them.
they
But
know what
I
they're
mean,
doing.
it's
Can
all
y'all
about
hear
what you
me?
entertain. Like you gotta, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's all about what you entertain. I don't entertain a lot of shit. If
Look,
I'm being
look.
honest.
If I'm in a crew full of drug dealers, assume that I sell drugs. You could be wrong. It could be a wrong assumption, but assume that I sell drugs. If a pack of lions is walking by, and you may be the good damn lion, and you ain't gonna bite me, assume that I'm gonna bite you, because it's gonna keep you more safe than thinking that I may be the good one.
I
You know what I'm
mean,
saying?
I get what you're saying, but I'm the type of person like I said, it depends on what I'm attracted to, and a lot of things I'm not attracted to. So I'm not even going to sit around and wait for to figure that part out unless I'm interested. But I don't know. Like I guess because I live in my own little fucking world. You know what I'm saying? Like I mind my business. I'm not really interested in what somebody else is doing, and what they got going on. If we cross paths and we have a conversation and stuff like that, then that's different. But other than that, like I just mind my fucking business. If I see somebody with their ass out, that they got their ass out. Hey, it's that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? If I see it, huh?
I said overall, if they got their ass out, we got a different respect for them. I'm not saying we don't respect them at all, but it's gonna be a different level of respect because she's
But
showing
why? But why though?
she's
What
showing
does that do
like
for
I'm
you?
not mad at her for dressing like that. It's not my woman. I don't listen. When it comes to my woman, I want to be conservative. I'm damn near like I'm not saying with Taj said I don't want a Muslim woman, but I don't want everybody to see what we got going on at home and shit.
Right.
So,
That's the respect y'all got between each other.
yeah,
If that
so kind of women.
once that's established, I can see that.
So once I see those kind of women out there, I'm thinking they single and they rowdy as hell because you walking and you not even on the beach or nothing. You walking in the hood like this with the wrestling suit on. Y'all all know about the wrestling suits a couple summers back. Chicks had on a one-piece wrestling suit in every color. See the whole little lip, so you can see the lips squeezing between the wrestling suit. Like you like, come on, shit. Like I don't supposed to look at that. And what I'm thinking about, if you out here with the lips showing, I'm thinking I'm thinking different. Yo, the lips showing, this is crazy. Yo, this is bugged out. But them wrestling suits was in for the whole summer. No, before COVID happened, the wrestling suits was in.
What about them hoochie daddy shorts?
I'm
Remember
not
that summer?
Ain't nobody wearing those.
I'm not wearing those.
Ain't nobody wearing those. Hey,
I
nah,
seen
but
a
this
few.
cool, bro. Like
The YNs
nah,
is
this
wearing
I
this
that.
seen
Though.
a few. I seen a few.
The YN wearing those.
The YNs is
hey
wearing
look,
that.
See,
what I'm gathering
no,
is
go
Mel,
ahead,
the
Jay.
way that the reason why what I'm gathering, I could be wrong, but the reason why you look at things the way that you look at it is because that's just like not your mind frame. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, Man, look, a lot of these chicks, like my partner said, if you can see it, you can get it. And man, look, it, man, look, a
Women know
lot
what
of
they
these
want.
chicks, they put
They know what
stuff
they
on display. It's an invitation. That may not be that's not you. Obviously, that's not you. That's not the circle that you've been in. But if you could see it 9 times out of 10, you can get it. Like, trust me. Like,
want.
trust me. That's usually how it is. You feel me? So I just say it's not necessarily like I said. You could be wrong. You could be wrong on your judgment of the person. It could be the sweetest person in the world and all that. 9 times out of 10, how you present yourself says a lot. You feel me? It's just like going into a job interview. You can't go into a job interview just like dressed down. Like, no, you gotta look the part. You may be the part, but I don't know if you the part because you don't look it. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta do, you know what I'm saying? I gotta judge you in some type of manner based upon your appearance. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But now that stuff is real and it happens.
Mm-hmm. And cheese,
Yeah, I'm
I
not saying that won't happen,
go
but
ahead,
I
go
just
ahead now.
no, it's okay. Go ahead. Let me see.
I was saying, cheese said, I see ass out every day at the beach, and it's Miami. It's expected in some places, but we understand that
That's true.
places like Miami, if you in Venice Beach, you live near a beach town somewhere. We understand that type of shit, but we ain't talking about them things. Shit. We talking about these chicks that's walking down the street and they showing
Mind
everything.
your fucking business with their ass out.
Yes, but they not minding their business because it done made our mind gravitate to
No,
something.
and we ain't got shit to do with
Our business,
y'all. That's the thing.
our business now with your ass hanging out.
It ain't. It isn't. It's just you don't know how to mind your business.
You don't either because you said you be looking.
Right, good to know. You check it
Hold
out.
on, what you said? Hold on. What Vern said? Yoga pants, walking around, yoga pants at the gym, yoga pants
Yeah,
at
yoga. I wear yoga pants everywhere.
uh-uh.
What's the problem with yoga pants?
That's what I'm saying. When you start seeing stuff like that, well,
That's your
yoga pants ain't
problem.
bad.
That is
No,
your
yoga
problem.
pants ain't bad.
I
Yoga
wear yoga
pants is like
pants.
spandex. Yoga pants is spandex. That's fine. We not talking about that. We talking about
He
with the
said yoga pants.
no, the yoga pants is fine. All that shit is
Okay.
fine though. I
Yeah.
agree with
I
that.
had a little bit too much wine.
You
That's
know,
my problem right now. My problem is I got some wine.
Yoga pants is
What?
fine. Yoga pants is fine.
Shut up, Chris.
nah, no, shut.
Moose knuckles. Now I know. So I said,
Yo, she owes you with some bullshit all
you
the time.
looking
I'm
at
not
big
messing with her,
mooses.
yo.
Moose not
I'm not
gobble.
messing with her. The same thing for down here in other cities. I'm like, what the fuck? Yes, that's what I'm saying, Cheese. We not talking about at the beach, Cheese.
I feel like a woman could wear whatever she want.
Out in
And
Houston, it's hot, and you be seeing some things out here in Houston. So
it's here too. Here in San Antonio. I think San Antonio is hotter. I be seeing a whole lot. But I don't judge. It's just what it is. Like I said, I love women. I
that's
think they're
why
all
you
beautiful.
say shit. You see the doctors and lawyers dressing the
Yeah,
same.
with their ass and their titties out.
They
Come to
got
Houston. You
body.
heard what Shannon Sharp and Chad Ocho say.
Yeah, you see what it is what it is. I mean, like I said, I understand where y'all coming from though. If I was like, if I had a partner or whatever, like I said, nobody gonna tell me what I can wear. I might, out of respect, be like, hey, you know, do you think these shorts are appropriate? Do you think this shirt is appropriate
Oh,
or
you
whatever the case
kidding? I don't
may
want to hear that shit. You
be?
kidding?
No,
I'm trying to hear that shit. You
but
kidding?
no, no,
No,
no.
you
That's just
kidding?
out of respect for the relationship, and
Yes,
that's
you not
that's
gonna put
even
that
if you
shit on.
earn
If
my
I said,
respect.
hey,
Hold on, let me
if I
finish.
said, hey, no, 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 no,
Let me
no,
finish.
no,
That's
no,
even if
no,
you
no,
earn my
no. But if
respect,
I
because some
said,
men
hey,
don't even get that shit off the rip.
no,
Some men
what?
don't even
Hold
get
on.
what.
No, no, no. Wait, because if I came to you and I said, yo, listen, nah, don't put that on. That's not appropriate for where we going. You're not putting that shit on. Certain attire like that is appropriate when we about to go swimming and shit. That's when you put that shit on. I don't mind you got your ass hanging out. We about to go to the beach or pool party, but you are not about to walk around we going out to dinner tonight and you got your skirt on and your ass is hanging out the skirt. We not about to do nothing.
No, your ass don't have to be hanging. I mean, of course, you're not gonna wear a skirt with your ass out at dinner. However, no man is gonna come to me and tell me what I'm gonna put on. Like I said, I'm gonna ask you. You better not come to me and tell me that I'm not going anywhere because you're not my father. Like now we're not going nowhere. You
Hey,
might want to DoorDash
that's what I'm.
because, huh?
He
No, I
said,
said
even
even
your
if it's
husband.
your husband.
Yeah.
Oh hell no!
Yeah, no, you're not
Yo,
coming
she
to me.
tough as
You're not
hell.
coming to
Boy.
me
She
telling me
tough
what
as
I can and
hell.
cannot wear.
She tough as hell, boy. She
No,
ain't
I like I said, I'm gonna ask you if this is
okay.
okay, and
Okay.
that's your invitation to tell me. Yeah, you know what? Maybe those shorts is too short. And usually I'll ask that when I know there's gonna be other men around. That's when I'll ask that because, like I said, I do have respect for a relationship. However, you're not gonna come to me and tell me, "Nah, Janelle, take that shit off." No, then we ain't fucking going.
Well, then we ain't going. There
Yeah,
we
we just
go.
not going.
This ain't going. There we go.
Like I said, we could just
We
do
ain't
it.
fucking
Because
going there.
I'm real big on that. Like I'm really big on that.
Yeah.
I think it's because, like I said, I've been in certain situations where I've given myself too much to a person and I lost myself. One and two, the only person that could ever tell me what I can and cannot wear is my brothers, my nephews, and my father. And I'm old enough to where my brothers, they don't really check what the fuck I'm wearing. They're like, all right, you good. My nephews, they're not gonna do that either. And my father's dead. So
Mhm.
that's
Got
just me.
But yeah, but you nah. Listen, I'm just saying we going to agree to disagree sometime, and
That's
that yeah, I totally disagree, and I love you. You know I love
fine.
you,
Of
girl.
course. But
But
I
I
just
that's
play
just
devil's
I'm
advocate.
strong with it.
we ain't about to do none of that. Hell no.
I play devil's advocate. I just
Go
go
ahead.
ahead and be pretty, girl. Go ahead and wear that shit. They can look, but you know who you
Yeah,
come off
it's
at the end
limits.
of the
Like
night.
I'm not
You
gonna let you
know, you
touch
know.
me. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if
Yo,
that's what makes me
Yeah.
feel beautiful, like that's what I'm gonna
that
wear.
nigga lying. First of all, that nigga lying.
Let him lie. Shit, I don't care.
You
He
First of
said
playing
he
all,
playing
devil's
devil
advocate.
advocate.
that nigga is lying right now through his motherfucking teeth. Because listen, there's no way in the world that we out somewhere. Like, and hold on, let me tell y'all a story real fast. Because this happened. This shit happened to me. We had just moved down here. We had went to a boat ride. We out on a boat ride. So, I'm inside, whatever, grabbing some drinks and shit. I come outside on the deck. There's some old niggas, like 3 old niggas. They probably about 50 something. They over there playing that Tasha. They like, yo, yeah, I'm a yo shorty over there. Come on me tonight. So I'm like, all right, cool, ain't nothing. I'll knock it off, let it go. Cause I'm like, we at the family thing. I'm gonna let it go. Grab her up, let the nigga know, yo, she with me. Bro, I turned around. The nigga whispered in his man ear, was like, yo, then I went, nigga, around the boat to the nigga. I said, yo, OG, on some real shit, OG, I knock you the fuck out on this boat right now. I said, you and your man, I make you swallow that cigar you got right now, nigga. My man, and I'm like, yo, I said, y'all niggas shut
Recovery ball part two.
nigga, I barked on my cousins and all because I said, all y'all niggas pussy. Shut the fuck up. Don't talk to me no more. But I said, yo, OG, you play with me and get on this boat, OG, I'm going to make you swallow that cigar, nigga. You pointing over here one more time. I guarantee you I'm going to fuck you up, nigga. So that's what I'm saying. Shit like that happened. It depends on what you want. And I'm not going to lie. She had on some red shirt. And for that day, yo, listen, don't wear no shit like that unless I'm going to catch your body out this motherfucker. Don't do no shit like that.
Yeah, but that's not her fault. You coming off mad
No,
controlling.
it
That is
wasn't
not
her
her
fault.
fault.
It
You did
wasn't her
right
fault.
by telling the
Yeah, it
OG.
wasn't her fault. It wasn't.
You did right by telling the OG, like, yo, watch your fucking eyes, watch your mouth type shit. Like I respect that. But you can't tell her that she can't wear that shit no more.
No,
That
I'm
sounds
not
mad
telling her. I'm
controlling.
not gonna tell her don't wear that shit no more. But just think about what can happen when you go to put that shit on. Because like we said on previous episodes, behind my wife, I'ma burn this motherfucker down. That nigga play with me.
Burn it down.
I'ma set the world on fire, nigga. You
You
play
can put
like
a
I said,
nigga
it's been
like
too
Rob was
long.
just saying. You put a
Huh?
nigga in a bad situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not her fault. You got horn dogs out here. That's just gonna happen. That's in the world. These niggas is horny.
And yeah, all
And you look
the time.
nice.
That don't got nothing to do with her though.
That's what I said that.
Oh, okay.
That ain't her fault. You got horn dogs out here, you know what I'm saying? But then you put me in a situation I don't necessarily want to be in. Now I gotta get down on this nigga when I just wanted to have a good night.
No, because
You know what I'm
he
saying?
said in that scenario that the guy was being disrespectful whether he was there or not. It wasn't that she did anything to cause that type of attention. she can't control what other people look at or what other people feel.
I said
He
that.
responded. He responded to the disrespect. Like he just came, regardless of if he was standing with her or not. He was going to talk to her regardless. That's what he said.
Mhm.
So that's not always the case. Sometimes we could just be minding our business with our man, and somebody might take a look or whatever. You going to want to rock a nigga every nigga that look and walk by? No, you
No,
can't
not
do
for
that. You
looking.
gotta
like
have.
that. But not like that.
Not for
No,
looking.
not that type of shit. No, we're not doing that type of shit. That's just some jealousy, crazy man.
Yeah, but that's what you sound like when you
Yeah,
say that.
no, that's not jealousy, crazy man. I'm gonna give you. I gave you a situation. I'm not gonna be
Yeah,
jealous.
but I'm saying aside from your situation, I'm responding to Jay.
Oh, okay, okay.
Jay said you put us in a position every time you go out when you dress like that, and I'm
That's for
saying
Vernon. So Vernon and Jay agree with it. That's what he said. He was like, Janelle, it's the reason why men tell you to dress a certain way in public because it's for both of our safeties.
I guess.
Cause I was with my pregnant baby mother, and I went to the restroom, and niggas was still trying to holler at her. So it don't matter what they put on. Sometimes, you know.
She said. She said. She
Well,
said
I'm
whatever.
crying. I was embarrassed. I was.
You embarrassed her.
Yo, because I was not because OG though. Because listen,
He just was being disrespectful.
yeah, it
That's
was.
what it was. He crossed the boundary. I
Yeah,
understand that.
you know what I mean? OG, like I told you already, I ain't even have to say nothing. I showed you that we was together, and then you took it upon yourself to do the second act. So it won't
But
be a third one, cause strike three, I'm putting that cigar down your mouth, nigga.
but what if she wasn't even wearing nothing? Not even this passive situation. What if your girlfriend not even wearing nothing provocative and she's
Yeah,
just
that's what I
pretty?
said. My baby mother was pregnant, and I went to the restroom, and niggas was trying to holler at me.
That happened to me before too, being pregnant and just minding my goddamn business and
I came back. She was like, "Baby, you trying to?" I'm like, "What the fuck?"
no, it's
I could
true. It's
kill
true. That shit
somebody in
happens.
this
But
bitch.
you can't want to knock a nigga head off every single time. Like
Uh,
and again, like I said, I wear what I want. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna tell you that I dress provocatively because I don't. You know what I'm saying? I might ask like if there's other men around, I might be like, hey, do you think these is too short or is this all right to wear? Whatever the case may be. But let me have that freedom or let me say that. You know what I'm saying? Don't come to me on some strong
you
shit
gotta
talking about no,
ask.
you're
You
not
already
wearing it.
got the answer.
Huh?
You gotta ask. You already got the answer.
Correct.
That's true, yes, but like I said, like I've been in my relationship and my marriage where I could wear what I want and it was no issue. You know what I'm saying? And if we was going around, like let's say we was going around his family members and it was like male family members are like, hey babe, you want me to put some shorts? These shorts okay? Or you want me to wear something longer? You want me to wear some pants? And he would either say, yeah, nah, that's good. You could go ahead. I don't mind. Or he'd be like, yeah, maybe you should just change that up a little bit. But it's like his approach was a little, you know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't like, nah, take that shit off. Wait, what? Now I'm wearing it on purpose.
So, I don't know what he said. What y'all think about the Haitian lady that called Black Americans dirty?
I ain't
What?
even
Oh,
hear about it.
I
I
didn't hear
ain't.
about
I
that
ain't, I
either.
ain't hear about that one. You got to elaborate a little bit more on that, Cheese. Elaborate a little bit more on that. But I ain't hear about that one, no, Cheese.
I, I don't know. A lot of people, I don't understand, but a lot of people don't like us as Americans, and like a lot of
What we do?
African descents, they don't like African Americans. So I don't understand that part.
Oh, we gonna get on that. That's the behind the scenes tomorrow. We gonna get on all that tomorrow. Yeah, y'all. Check out our show. It's gonna be posted on Monday. The behind the scenes episode tomorrow of Black and Talkative gonna be posted on Monday. So definitely check that out on our page, y'all. Yeah,
I don't like that, but
I definitely don't like that. But yeah, that was a good discussion. But Nails, man, like I said, man, I love you, man. But I wholeheartedly
that's fine. You could disagree. A lot of people won't agree with me, and that's
know.
okay. I'm okay. I don't take no offense to it. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. I mean, Jay described it pretty well. Like my mindset is not like that. You know what I'm saying? And I know everybody else's mindset is not like that. I don't share the same mindset as everybody else, so I can't say what they would and wouldn't do or what they think. Me personally, that's just not how I think. But like I said, I live in my own fucking world, so.
I ain't mad at you on that. I ain't mad.
And I understand what you were saying too, Vern. I sort of comment. I understand what you were saying too. Um, it is for it's a protective reason. I get it. Um, but like I said, I like to be comfortable in my own skin. And because I've been in certain situations where, you know, um that was more of like a control thing, and I don't like to be controlled, or I don't like to feel like somebody's trying to control me. I'm 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 not having that. Like, let me invite you to the question of if I should wear this or not. Don't come to me and tell me what the fuck I can and cannot wear. That's not happening.
Vern, for that type of shit right there, Vern, I gotta add you for behind the scenes comments, Vern, for that one right there with the Americans and the foreigner, different things like that. We don't want to get into none of that while we on the live episode.
15 years ago, Ryan and me had an argument about a dress. That whole day was miserable. Cause he
No, because yo, back in that day, like, see, we young, like y'all don't understand. We was young motherfuckers back in that day. 15 years ago, we was in our early 20s and shit. So, you wearing certain shit and doing certain things. I'm like, nah, I ain't. You gotta, you can't be wearing that, man. What's going on with you, man? Like, we going around all these different kinds of people, and nah, that ain't
I
gonna work.
guess I guess it's just for perspective. Cause me, I like I don't know, maybe because like what I say, cause I like my lady to match my fly. So I like dressing nice sometimes, and sometimes what she wear, it might be with the heels and the dresses and shit that might match the designer shit that I got on or something like that. So that's why I say it's my perspective.
That's fine to have all that on, but it's still a way to dress yourself, though. Like you said, we see lots of beautiful women when they dress down nice and they got the heels on and things. So it's a way that you need to go about it as a woman.
I'm not
And
talking about like no hoochie mama looking
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? That's just my perspective on that. Like, I don't want the world to know what we doing at home and what we have at home and all that. Like, dress yourself appropriately for different situations you at. If we going to the beach, I don't mind you wearing that. We about to go to the beach. But if we go into certain settings, don't put that shit on, please. Please don't put them, because you don't want me to wear certain things in certain settings. If you start doing that, just like the episode of Martin, I'm gonna be just like Gina. I'm gonna come the opposite. Or you want to and play games, ignore. I When all your homegirls come over for the barbecue, I'm gonna make sure I got on the tightest, grayest motherfucking Nike sweatpants in this bitch, and I'm gonna make sure I just came out the bathroom shaking my damn self.
You went to a Bushwick block party, putting a block party?
We want to play them games. We all gonna play games then.
by
I
all
ain't messing
means,
up.
if
Mm-mm.
you feel like going outside to the barbecue in your gray sweatpants,
Yeah, we went to the
by all
Bushwick
means.
Block party that day. Yep, that was, yeah. Tasha went. Tasha came with me to the Bushwick Block party. She came with me to a couple joints over there. Bushwick Block parties, Monica and them backyard barbecues. Like, start. Yeah, she came over to me a couple times. It's never fine. Why isn't it fine for modern women to be feminine, elegant, and classy? Why isn't
Why
it?
isn't it modern for women to be fun? It is modern.
Yes, it's
A lot of
definitely.
a lot of women are. A lot of women do dress classy and elegant. It's actually preferred. We actually like getting dressed up. You know what I'm saying? We actually like putting on a nice dress and some shoes and going out. It's not all the time that we wear short shorts and a tank top. We just using that as an example just for the show, but not all the time you're gonna see that. No, you know.
That, all right, we got to wrap that one up so we can get to the last question. We're gonna get to the last one. So the last one was. Or do y'all want to hear some more? No, we ain't gonna play no more R&B. We're gonna get to the last one tonight. We done played enough of the R&B tonight. We got some more for y'all ladies on Wednesday night when it becomes ladies' night. We put all the R&B on for y'all ladies. Yeah, nah, I'm only fucking around though. But nah, the last one was um name two dead celebrities that you will bring back at the age that they died at, and why.
Mm.
I was torn by so many people, but we had to pick two, and I picked Nipsey Hussle and
Damn,
Pop Smoke.
damn, you took my.
I'm
All right,
sorry.
hold on. Let me go around the board. Go ahead, Jay.
Before we elaborate,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nip was one.
Okay, nah, that's cool. You can pick the same one. That's cool.
Yeah, Nip was one. Ali was the second.
Muhammad Ali and Nipsey Hussle. Okay, go ahead, Chris.
This-
I said Kobe and Malcolm Shabazz.
Okay, cool. And I said Michael Jackson and Tupac Shakur. All right, now Nels, you said your two was Nipsey Hussle and Pop Smoke.
Yeah,
Why would you want to see them two guys? Even though those was two young brothers with I think especially Pop Smoke. I
Pop
really
Smoke
believe
was
they
good.
like definitely cut short at 20 years old.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I picked him, because he was up and coming, and I feel like he was just at the beginning of his prime when his life was taken. Not only that, but he was only 20. He was a baby. Like, if we look back at it now, when we 20, we think we grown, but he was a baby. His life didn't even begin, and I feel like he would have definitely brought a lot to the industry, and he would have definitely represented New York in a way that hasn't been represented in a while, um, if he was still alive. And I said the same thing for Nipsey, because he 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 was just miraculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like his life is still unfolding to this day. Like, he was onto something. You know what I'm saying? He was putting back into his community. He was like building up his community. He was even building his own self as a brand, and his life was taken and cut short. So I feel like if they were still alive today, they would have definitely had a large impact on you know, our community, if they, if they were still here.
Definitely.
yeah. So for me with Nip, right? Like he was like one of the few people that, you know what I'm saying, came from a background, especially gang banging, but he was also an intellectual. You feel me? So that kind of that was like a whole new mode. That was like a whole new mode that people weren't necessarily used to seeing. He would say a lot of thought provoking things on his interviews and stuff like that, and kind of made people think in a different mind frame. Like I heard Nip talking about cryptocurrency like 10 plus years ago. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? And people like, what? And people just now catching on to it. And a lot of people ain't even caught up to it just yet. You feel me? So I feel like Nip, he was more, even though he did what he did, he put some music out in the community that I ain't necessarily, I wouldn't necessarily call it beneficial for the community, but he was shedding a light on it's okay to be, you know what I'm saying, can't come from where you come from and still be an intellectual type of dude. You feel me? But in
Yes.
terms of Ali, bro, Ali was a problem. Muhammad
Great.
Ali was a problem. You feel me? They had to do something with him. He was way too outspoken in an era where you wasn't supposed to speak as a black man. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That's why they call him the greatest, not because he was the best boxer ever, but just because of the legacy and the impact that he made, more so by his words. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It was unheard of to go against the government when they trying to draft him into the army. And he like, no, I'm not finna go fight them people. Them people ain't never called me nigga. You feel me? To say that in that in that time as a black man, oh man, you had to have some nuts of stone. And he did. And he ain't care. You feel me? Like, I feel like if he was still alive, you will have more of these uh not in sport, these athletes taking more of a stand, because imagine the amount of money that they making now compared to what Ali was making, and he a singular boxer. If you can have all of these all of these athletes, let's say in the NBA or the NFL, and they really stood up for something, put their bread together, they could really make some change. But they ain't got no nuts no more. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? If he was here, he could be a forerunner and really make some things shake because you already know that most of the athletes in the NBA and the NFL is black folks.
Mm-hmm.
So if we wanted to really do something that could benefit our community, if he was here, he'll be checking everybody. You know what I'm saying? They'll have to tighten up if he pulled their coattail. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say him.
The only thing about Ali, I'll just say the Ali before he caught Parkinson's, because he was here for a while, but it was cut short from the Parkinson, so he couldn't speak
Mm-hmm.
up on certain things. But yeah, Ali was a good one. But my things was Kobe Bryant and Malcolm X, because Kobe, we just never got to see Kobe at the time that he died. I think he was 41 or something. We never got to see that Kobe, like a life after Kobe, after basketball. He was always so conservative. And after basketball, when he started doing interviews and being intellectual, you seen how much Kobe had to say and how much he knew and how much his word means something and things like that. And he was pushing a lot for women's basketball with Gigi and things like that. So I would have liked to see what he would have done with that and his development into women's basketball and just the things what it stood up for black athletes and things with the NBA and things like that. So that's another person that didn't take nothing from nobody. And then what I said with Malcolm X is just that Malcolm X never got a chance to the only Malcolm X we know is the Malcolm X from the Nation of Islam. We don't know the Malcolm X. Basically, Malcolm X, all the things he said, he just articulated what Farrakhan was saying. The Malcolm X that we didn't get to know was the Malcolm X when he was starting his own organization and bringing the light of Islam out, the true Islam out to the people, and that's what he wanted to do. And we never got to see that Malcolm X that had a plan and that was strategic and that was moving the correct way, that was moving away from the Nation of Islam, but more of traditional Islam. So that's why I said those two guys and things.
Got you. Let me see what Cheese said before we go up there. Cheese said, when XXX died, I imagine how I felt is the same way people felt when Tupac died. That may be right for Gen Z, Cheese. That may be right.
Yeah.
X was a big part of the Gen Z movement in rapping.
People at
And
the
X
He
time,
was talking
was
some
nice.
real
X
stuff.
was nice. Yeah, that's why I said X
He
was
was.
definitely nice.
Yeah.
when Big Brother died
I
was
was
fucking
sad the way
prime
he
when
died. It was
Tupac
sad.
died.
Jay, he said Muhammad Ali. That's three. JB is becoming my bestie.
Ah, damn, nigga, about time.
She said Aaliyah. Aaliyah was a good one. And then hold on, Mel said at Nels, y'all welcome me into y'all home at a young age, and gang banging wasn't allowed in the household. So how did Pop and Nip get a pass?
How you know gangbanging wasn't allowed in our house?
Stupid, yo. But I said Michael Jackson and Tupac Shakur. Number one with Michael Jackson is I wish Mike would have got a chance to live for them to clear Michael Jackson name because growing up we heard all the stories about Michael Jackson doing these things, some horrific things to children, and we like now, we made all the jokes about him and shit. You don't want to go to Neverland and things like that. But as I got older and you start to read things for yourself, you start to see that Mike Jack wasn't the man that they was making him out to be. Like they made him out to be that man because Mike was outsmarting these guys in the music industry. Like Michael Jackson was owning, like Mike owned catalogs for the Beatles, for the whole fucking he owned
Elvis Presley,
like, I
Whitney
mean, Elvis
Houston.
Presley, Whitney Houston. He had Def Jam. He had everybody fucking catalogs. Mike had. So Mike was outsmarting these guys. Like Mike played the game better than them, and they didn't like it. So once they found out Mike didn't want to sell back all his rights to these catalogs and things like that, had come all the scrutiny started. He started to touch kids, and he started to he fuck
Oh,
around and got
sorry to
burnt.
cut you off, Nelly. We forgot about the most important one, his own catalog.
I'm about to say his own catalog. You're right. I'm sorry, his own catalog. But then, all these sorts of things started to happen to Mike, and he started to get crazy. He hanging kids out the window, and we seeing all this madness on TV. But what what can you do when you under so much pressure and so much scrutiny of a bunch of bullshit lies and stuff? Like, cause as I start to look at some of these documentaries, and I was reading up on Michael Jackson a lot lately, like I believe Mike was trying to save some of them children, and Mike wasn't doing anything. Like Mike never had a childhood. Mike was the leader of a whole group since he was 5 years old. Like
They
he had to
came
go.
out and said they paid them to lie on Michael
That's
Jackson.
what I'm saying. The whole family. He was in school, then studio, school, studio. He never had a chance to become a normal kid. So as he got older and made all this money, he wanted to just to give back a little bit. I believe, and for the for the great Tupac
Tupac.
Shakur, man, like the great Tupac Shakur is just that like I don't even know what to even say. Like my man Tupac, man, like I could just imagine Tupac today at 50 something years old, and with the way the world is moving and where the world is going today, like the music industry and none of like he wouldn't agree with none of this bullshit that's
Hopefully, I wouldn't have been allowed to do all that
yeah,
bullshit.
all this drill music and all this shit. We out here killing each other. And I understand people be like, "Yo, but Tupac may hit him up." Listen, that was during the time, but y'all forget about when he made Brenda Had a Baby. Y'all forgot about when he made California Love. Like y'all forget about all the great songs that Pac had and all the jewels and gems that he was dropping. He was only 25 years old when this man died. Like so, like I can't like I just can't put that into my mind. And it's a lot of I know it's a lot of conspiracies out there about Tupac Shakur, and I don't know if them shits is believable or not, but I don't believe it was no East Coast West Coast beef that got Tupac
And
Shakur
I
to
told you, man, that was Quotel Pro how they got Pac and disguised it as an East Coast beef, West Coast
Yeah.
beef. You know what Tupac really did, man? The revolution when he got in jail and he was talking to Matula Shakur and he was telling them what he really was supposed to do. It's a lot behind Kill Illuminati and things like that. People just think he was saying that as there's a lot of reasons why he was saying what he was saying. They didn't realize when he was saying we was gonna be right besides the politicians in 4 years. He was talking about running for office and everything. That's a lot of things that get hit. But yeah, Pac Death was Quotel Pro and everything like that. The skies and everything.
Hey, I listen to Pac music still to this day. But
Hell
man, that fool was sweet though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He,
And
he
then
was
just back to Ali, like a lot of people don't know,
he was
that's a good
sweet.
thing y'all brung up Ali, that we get in conspiracy theories. Like Ali had a ranch and the shit that they was spraying out there, a lot of people speculate that's what gave him Parkinson's also. A lot of things they were spraying out in the air in that ranch that he was out there working out. You know, Ali brought a bunch of land and things like that, and the government was flying over that ranch
Yeah,
and
they
things
gave it
like
to
that.
him. They
Yeah,
gave
and
it to him.
that's another conspiracy theory they don't get into.
I mean,
Same
it
thing
ain't.
like
I
with
mean,
it's
it
not.
sound like it is, but we know what it is. He was too outspoken. They had to take him out. He said too much. He was the next revolutionary. That's how they do all of our revolutionaries. They take him out.
Yeah,
They had
yeah,
to take him out. They shut
and
up
that's
the
what I
one
said
thing
about
that he used
Tupac,
the best, his
man.
mouth.
Tupac was Quotel Pro. I know that it was just disguised as what they made it disguised as. When he said that thing about Quincy Jones, you could never find that, but they shadow banned that interview. But when he told the story about when he went to Quincy Jones' house, and Quincy Jones he was there to see his daughter, and Quincy was talking about Pac make love to him and all that. That's yeah, things started
Pac was
going.
sweet, bro. That ain't no secret. Pac was sweet too.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga was sweet. He was
yeah.
very flamboyant.
What
Sorry.
you mean by sweet?
You know what I mean by sweet.
Yeah,
Pac
yo,
was
Pop
sweet,
wasn't
bro.
sweet, man. I understand the
Pac
pictures
was
in the
sweet.
little bowl cut with the
Nah,
little
Pac
half
broke
head.
the oath, man. Tupac broke the oath, man.
Y'all think that nigga Pac was sweet, man?
Yeah, hundreds of
Man, Dre
thousands.
upstairs. I'm in the
He was
studio.
very
Dre upstairs doing what? What?
he
Will y'all
talked
know
with
the
his
interview?
hands quite a
I'm in
lot.
the studio. Dre upstairs sucking. You all know the enemy.
Yo, man, that's great. Yo, come on. He was raised by his mama. That's right. He was raised by his mama, man.
Man, look,
He
bro.
was raised by
That's
Matula too. Y'all acting
look,
like he ain't have a tough
Yeah,
ass step pops.
Tula was in jail though after a lot of that time though too.
look, bro. Whenever you had these artists and they fresh out the womb, and they just get on the scene, and you got a motion picture right after your first album, your antennas need to go up. How they
Mm.
putting millions and millions of dollars on a motion picture behind a fresh new artist? No, it's a chosen person. I love 50. Get Rich or Die Trying. I
Mhm.
love T.I. ATL. I love Pop. Juice. How y'all getting these
No, but I think
million
that's a
dollars
misunderstood with
motion
Pac though,
pictures
right?
right after y'all come out? That's a bad investment. That's a bad investment. You don't even have no track record yet, unless they about to really push you forward. You ain't
But
got no
wasn't
track
Pac
record.
doing already doing like things like with Digital Underground, right? That's a
He was
misconception.
dancing. He was a background dancer with
But
Digital
then he
Underground.
But
do a few auditions already in Hollywood, or he was. I'm just asking because
Yeah,
people, Pac fans
he was dancing with Digital Underground.
and
He
doing.
was a background dancer. He was doing ballet and everything. You
No,
feel
that's
me?
what I'm saying. Like, so the rap thing, like, that's what I'm saying. Because Pac was a great actor too. He went to acting school and things.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. So where did the rapping come from? That's
bro. He's talented. He's very talented, bro. He was
very
a poet. You feel me?
my boy,
He
yeah,
got away with words.
because I
definitely.
know about the activist part because I read a lot on the Tupac broke the oath and things like that and the deception and things like that. It's a lot of things that people. I don't know if y'all could find Tupac broke the oath. They probably shadow banned it. You probably won't be able to find a real copy of it, but. Yeah, that dives deep into what he was doing behind the scenes, like where all his money was actually going and things like that. So, you know.
He said Mel said off topic, but it looks like 50 Cent got his hands full with the Harris family.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, they all coming
Nah,
out.
nobody worried about Tip.
Yeah,
Tip
it's
is the last person to be calling somebody a snitch when
yeah,
you say your
nigga.
dead cousin told you to tell. Yeah, like
That's
he the
crime
last.
stoppers, man.
Yeah, Tip the last person. What's up, bro,
JoJo,
man?
JoJo,
JoJo,
JoJo, what up, boy?
you got to bring them out when I take the boys to the monster trucks, man.
Oh yeah, she
Show
said, "What about
for sure.
Aaliyah?" Yeah, what about Aaliyah? And then Cheese had a good one. They said Beyonce was jealous of Aaliyah. I believe
Yeah, I heard that too.
I believe that was true because right after Aaliyah died, then Beyonce rose to fame.
Yeah,
Left
yeah.
Destiny Child had the
I
number
heard
one
it
album
because she was
at all.
dating Dame Dash.
Yeah, they didn't fuck with Dame, and that's why. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like Dame Dash come around here with all that ruckus and shit, but Dame did put a lot of people on though.
Mhm.
Like Dame Dash put a lot of people on. I can't
We
and
don't get Kanye.
He
of
did.
that.
He
We
definitely
don't.
did. They don't
We
give him
don't
the
get
flowers.
Kanye. We don't get Kanye without Dame. We don't get Jay Z without Dame, even
No.
though Jay will never give him credit.
Yeah, that's
Nah,
what I
nah,
said. They
nah,
don't
nah,
give him
nah, 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 nah. Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. No. You heard what Hove said on that song, nigga. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do
What?
that.
What?
Nigga saying they made Hove. Okay, so make another Hove.
He
Another
did.
whole
Kanye.
he
No, no, no,
bring
no, no,
him
no,
on.
no, no.
man,
You
when
see
they
what Kanye
roll,
West
that's
ended
the
up at?
game.
He
He
did
made
bring him on though. He
Kanye.
did put him
You see
on
what
though.
Kanye
J
West
Lo,
ended up
J
at?
Lo, J
Huh?
Lo.
You see what Kanye West ended up
Kanye did that to himself though, but
at? Yeah, he did that shit to himself.
But Kanye's
But
still a
Kanye got a
genius
cult
though.
following. Kanye put shit. Kanye got a cult following. They ignore all that shit Kanye be doing.
Hold on,
Yeah, he
Cheese bucking the fuck out right now. Cheese said Kanye is way better than Jay-Z. So that's another day.
I told you Kanye got a cult following.
Oh,
Nigga, I just said that. He
you're
got
right.
a
You
cult
said that. You
following.
just said that shit. But Cheese, yeah, Cheese. I don't know what you talking about, Cheese.
Hey,
That's
You
I don't
how
know.
cheese feel. It's a 10 million other
It is.
motherfuckers
It
feel
is.
like
It
that.
is. It's a lot of niggas. And don't get me wrong. I give Kanye his respect. But that nigga is not better than Jay-Z. No
I don't
fucking
think
way.
he's better than Jay-Z, but I think he wildly underrated, bro. Like
He's
Yeah.
definitely
wildly.
wildly underrated, but it's because of his illness. It's because of what he be doing. But
But
Yeah.
he's very talented. I said he's a genius.
No, Kanye West don't have an illness. He just have an illness when he started to speak about other things. Now he got, but the whole time where he was walking around with his Trump hat on and he was talking shit about black people, it was all fun. He was on Fox News with these motherfuckers. The minute he started to call himself a black Nazi and talk bad about Jewish people and say other things, that's when he became a problem for them. Adidas didn't drop none of his money when he was out here talking bad about black people. The minute he said something about
I say
that motherfucker got all
Soon
his
as he
money.
turned the script on their ass. Soon as he turned the script on their ass, that's when.
I say he got an illness because it's clear that something is wrong. Like the way he be outbursting and doing all of that, that's not
Oh,
normal.
bipolar. He is bipolar.
Yeah, that's not normal
He
behavior.
wasn't like
That's
that.
what I'm talking about.
He wasn't
But
like that.
I miss the old Kanye. Nah, go watch the documentary. He always been like that.
Yeah,
Y'all
he
ain't seen
was.
Wow.
He
Yeah,
was.
he always
He
been like that.
was though, like he got a little extreme though, bro, over the years, man.
He did. It's progressive. But he is a genius though. I will
Yes,
not
I
take
give it
that
to
away
Kanye
from
West. I
that
fuck
from
with
him.
Kanye
He
West.
is a genius
I
for
fuck
real.
with him either way.
I still
Like,
listen to Kanye, bro.
me too.
I do too. I like Kanye. I ain't even gonna hold you. I wouldn't say he better than Jay-Z
I
though.
get my
Nah.
money right. Da, da, niggas can't tell me nothing
Man, give
right.
me a song that ain't a hit.
That right. Like, and he
um,
produced the shit. He produced it. He did all of that.
I got mad shit on College Dropout. I was just listening to College Dropout.
Give me one.
Damn.
Yeah, nigga,
No,
you
no, no,
don't like
no. It's
Kanye.
not, I don't know if it's on. I don't know if it's on College Dropout, but it's that Champion song. That Champion shit is hard.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's not College Dropout.
That's
Yeah,
not on.
I like that
That's
song though.
on the Graduation, I believe.
Graduation. Yep.
That's on the Graduation.
I still love Through the
Kanye West,
Wire.
I love Kanye West, man.
Which one you said, Nils?
Through the Wire. That's still
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite motherfucking song.
That was
And
College
he
Dropout.
really recorded that whole song through a wire for real. Like that, and you can hear it. Like now, like when I listen to it and I re-listen to it, you can hear him like actually rapping through his mouth is damn near shut. You can hear it. Like that's crazy. Like I love Kanye, and like I said, he's a genius to me. I wouldn't say he's better than Jay-Z, and I think that's just maybe a Brooklyn thing. I don't know.
No.
But he's definitely a genius though. He really is. And despite the outbursts and despite all of the things that the craziness that he be doing, I respect him. And I love how he talks about his relationship with his daughter and how she talks about the relationship with him. I really don't know why he don't talk about the other kids. That's none of my business. But I do love the way that he talks about his daughter. He really loves her.
But I'll say this. I don't say as far as rapping, Jay-Z for me is number one. He my number one. But if I had to pick one of the two to start a label, if I had to choose between Jay-Z and Kanye,
I'm picking Kanye.
I'm
picking Kanye. Yeah, no, facts. I'm picking Kanye.
His own shit, and he could get in that booth and do his thing.
Yeah, facts.
So I got a 2-for-1 with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I ain't never heard Jay in the studio mixing up no damn beats and none of that.
No, I'm sure he can, but it's not gonna be like quality. It's not gonna be like Kanye. It's not gonna be Kanye.
I know we about to hit up that time, y'all. We up at that time right now. We out night. Mel said that boy better than Dread had Jay, but couldn't stand in the same studio as Yankee had Jay. You already know. You already know, man.
Now that's Basquiat, man. That Jay tripping out.
Yeah, Jay on that. Yeah, 50 Cent was talking about that too, man. He on that motherfucking G Painter shit, man.
Homosexual painter.
Yeah, on the G Painter. Yo, before we get out of here tonight, though, today is February 28th, and this is the last day for Black History Month, so it will only be right. I played it at the beginning of Black History Month, and it's only right to play it before we get out of here, y'all. Let's go. Let's go, motherfuckers.
Black, I'm blacker than black, yo. cause I'm black and I'm black. Yo, I'm black and I'm black, y'all. And I'm black and you're black and I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm black and you're black and I'm black, y'all. And I'm blickety black, 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 y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm black cause I'm black. Cell Block for a DJ,
Go,
Stab Master.
nigga, we black forever, nigga. Let's go.
Black guards.
Black guards, y'all know what it is already, man. Black and talkative, man. We had a great night tonight, man. Y'all know how we do, though, before we get out of here. We always got to say a prayer before we get out of here to make sure everybody get home safe. But to my cast out there, do y'all guys got anything to say before we wrap it up tonight, guys?
Nah, man. It's a good show. Happy Black History Month. It should be longer, but they only give us a month. Y'all know how that go.
Y'all know how it go.
Stay motivated. Stay dangerous.
Let's go. What you got? What you got, Chris?
Oh, I was just saying, you know, I normally say be good, man. Stay positive and everything. And 2026. Man.
Awesome.
Not awesome. No, I'm just sending love and light. You know what I'm saying? Protect yourselves. You know, keep your mental health first, and always just love yourself. Have a good night.
Got you. I'm gonna take my shot. Oh, before we get out of here, let me tell y'all something. Let me share something with my people before we get out of here. Today I woke up before I said a prayer, y'all. But today I woke up this morning and I was so happy this morning. Tears came out my eyes. Like I don't know what happened. Like I started to have, I started to cry a little bit. I was so happy, and I'm wondering to myself, like, damn, why I'm so happy today. But I couldn't figure it out all day why I was so happy today, though. And I still can't figure it out. But I just woke up in a great spirit today, man, in a great move, and a couple tears came out my eyes today, man. I just wanted to share that with everybody out there today, man. So if you gotta have, if you gotta have one of those good crying moments or something like that, man, just go in and get it out, man. It don't always gotta be a sad cry. It could be a happy cry, man.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Got y'all. So let me get into my prayer right now before we close it out. Here we go, y'all. Dear God, I come before you at this moment. Please enlighten what is dark in me. Strength, strength is strength, what is weak in me. Mend what is broken in me, and revive whatever peace and love that has died in me. This prayer is for me, my family, my friends, and even those who hate me. In the name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Black and Talkative, y'all, season 2, episode 15. Man, I appreciate everybody for checking with us tonight. Yo, my nigga Vern, yo, Mel, hey, yo, Priscilla, I see you up in there. Cheese, definitely for the check-in. Tosh all the time. My boy Julio, I seen you check in tonight too. Man, we appreciate everybody up there, man. Definitely, man. I definitely appreciate everybody for definitely doing this with us on a Saturday night, man. I know y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all decided to be here with us tonight. And I love y'all for that, man. Black and Talkative. I know I'm a little fucked up tonight, but yo, we out of here. Yo, see y'all when we
Vernon,
see
you a fool,
y'all.
man.